What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Just want to say thank you guys for the support, for subscribing, for all the great comments and the help with these snakes. And just want to show you guys around, show you guys what's going on with some of the animals. So hanging out with my 2-year-old Burmese python right now. This is Peaches. She's looking really good and definitely hitting her growth spurt. Finally, she's on small rats about every 2 weeks, which I could possibly bump her up weekly, but I think the 2 weeks is doing really well for her, and her colors are staying nice and vibrant and not really dulling out at all. So I have a new light that I'm going to be installing, which is awesome because it's an LED and it's going to fit flush with the wall, so I get rid of that big ugly thing. And trying to install it, since it said it was a one-person job, would have been perfectly fine if the previous owners of the house didn't mess up the wiring. So there's a ton of wires coming out of there and they're all linked weird, and the instructions say connect 2 wires. There's like 5 or 6 wires up there. I have no idea what's going on, so I need to do a little bit more research, figure out what wires goes to what. So it didn't take the 20 minutes that I thought, so it's going to be a little bit of a project for me, unfortunately, but I guess that's what happens. 20-minute jobs never truly last 20 minutes, whether it's home repairs, car repairs, or anything that has to do with snakes or anything in general. But just wanted to show you guys her. She's doing very well. And we've been bonding very well. She rarely hisses. She does not strike anymore. So I think she's getting out of that stage of her life. And with holding her constantly, that definitely helps. So I wonder if Pop-Tart wants to come out. She's kind of half in, half out right now. I don't know what her situation is. She's sleeping. I know she's hungry. She's probably always hungry. But here she is, and this girl is 2 years old as well. And she is definitely getting bigger, which is awesome. Definitely hitting her growth spurt this year, although she definitely looks bigger and bigger every time that I see her, but she still only sheds maybe 2 or 3 times a year, which I'm told is pretty normal right now. And then around 3 or 4 years old, then she'll definitely double in size, which is really exciting. So just a very, very calm, laid back, gorgeous green anaconda. And then we can see her on the lights. I was taking pictures of another snake over here. And this is a snake that I could hang out with all day, and she really wouldn't have any problems with that at all. But I only have 2 hands and I have to hold the camera. And she's definitely not going to want to go back, because I wonder if I can hold on to the camera and show you guys what I want to show you guys. Probably not. So we'll just put her back. But really nice patterns behind her eyes. And, you know, it's just a typical anaconda green with the anaconda patterns. It's, you know, I've seen females as they get older get greener and get darker, which I've seen some anacondas get almost really, I'm not going to say black, but a very, very, very dark green, where you can, you know, almost not be able to see the patterns. And I know if I leave the store open, she's just going to mosey on out, and then she'll go back there and go back behind her cage, and she'll get lost back there, and then I'm going to try to get her out, and she's going to get aggravated at me. But we'll put up a little barrier. Maybe. But wherever an anaconda wants to go, that's where an anaconda is going to go. Here, this is what I'll do. I'll take these lids off, since we're not going to look at Mountain Dew. We'll put this big bag of mulch right here. Even though she can definitely climb over that. Hopefully she comes out this way. So if she comes out, she comes out. Oh yeah. Black Mexican king snakes shed out, which is awesome. And she is growing I don't know, I would say very well. So perfect shed on her. And I love the black Mexican king snakes. They're solid black. They don't have any patterns on them, and their eyes are black, and their tongue is black all the way up until like the very last part where it's red. But definitely was a snake that I have wanted probably my entire life, and I finally got it last year, and she's doing very well. They eat almost everything, basically like garbage cans. If one snake doesn't eat something, then obviously the king snakes are gonna eat it for you. The 3 snakes that I showed you in the last video are here, and they finally shed out, so that's really exciting. Just gonna keep taking double look back on Pop-Tart over here, because if she gets out, it can be definitely a pain to try to get her back in or find her. So this shed is probably, I don't know, less than an hour old, since it's not dried up and it's still pretty wet from her. So I did bump up the moisture for her just in case she had any issues. And this is, we'll see what her attitude is. Oh, pretty good. So VPI IMG is 2021. She was born early this year, and she is a very big girl, eating very well, very healthy, and looks like she's keeping, I mean, she's still really young. I mean, anything could happen with these colors on her, but she's still keeping the vibrant tail colors while her body is very dark. Very dark belly on her, dark sides, and then the top of her is getting dark as well, but just a really, really pretty snake. And then we'll see what happens with her as she gets older. And the IMG Molly, which he shed, and I don't know if he's getting any darker. So the head looks darker, and the top looks darker, but he's still young, still has some time to grow up and have that influence of increasing melanin gene in him. We can see the tail. The tail looks really, really nice. So I love the patterns on him and the markings. And we'll look at the IMG Motley Hypo Jungle, which she shed out, and she does not look like she's darkening up anymore. So this might be her final colors, or possibly it's going to just take her a lot longer to darken out. But there's a lot of mixtures going on in here. The Hypo and the Jungle, I don't know. I've seen them play with the IMGs, and then they don't all go that dark, but she does have really nice dark sides. And the tail still red. You can see that really nice pattern. See the patterns on the top. I don't want to pull this out too far. And then her head looks really good too. Nice patterns behind her eyes. So those are pretty much the snakes that I want to show you guys. And of course, Pop-Tart is gonna make a mess. So why don't you come out here? Come out here and explore. She went out one time, looped around, and got stuck back there. So I think she knows that there's, I don't know, a nice hiding place back there. But this girl shed out last week, the Hypo Pastel Jungle. She looks really nice and really exciting. If you guys care about ball pythons really fast. But to feed all the ball pythons, and I finally got a second meal for the banana pied, and she just ate today, so not the best container because it's a little wet in here, and I just scooched everything to the side here so she could eat. But ate a wrap up, and then you can see that the wrap up didn't even make that big of a dent or a lump in her. So really exciting for that. Really happy that she is on rats, because micers are kind of annoying as they get older, especially if you want to breed. They can take forever to get up to size. But I mean, you can feed them multiple mice at once and it's not a big deal. I would rather just have all of my ball pythons on rats and then not have to worry about it. So this is this beautiful lady being curious. Let's just hang out for a little bit. Come with me. Come with me. Be nice. Don't bite me. Which she never has. She's never hissed at me. She's never done anything threatening or defensive, but they are animals with teeth and they can definitely bite. Anything with teeth can bite. Her attitude can change in a half a second. And one of the different things about anacondas rather than ball pythons or other boas is they do not tell you or give you any warning of when they're going to strike. They don't need to be in any special position to strike. They can just, you know, right here, she can just tag me if she wants to. But I do have a pretty strong bond with her from a baby, so hopefully nothing like that happens. But again, she will be a very large snake, and then I do have to use my precautions with her, no matter how I feel, you know, how I feel about our bond together. So the lighting over here is not the greatest, and I can't really grab one of these lights with her, so we'll see what happens. And then I'll just show you guys really fast the Suriname Redtail. She's shed out, so she's gonna eat. So I do have to feed all of these small boas tonight. Just want to show you guys a quick update of what's going on. Really running really nice patterns. Love the red tail on her. It's nice and bright. And that's it, guys. So again, I really appreciate the support, and hopefully you guys are having a good weekend. And let me know what you guys think about those IMGs shedding out and about Pop-Tart right here. So again, have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys on the next video.